So you have these big social media companies, and look what's happening to me. I just told you what's happening on Facebook. And Facebook owns Instagram, so I told you what happened on Instagram. But YouTube, they've been suppressing my videos too. My video was going like this. I was looking at it, and then all of a sudden, it's flatlined. So all of a sudden, I'm going from having 50 people an hour watch my video to one person every 2-3 hours. You think that was organic the first 3 days? Oh, I can understand if it was 100 days from then, but the first 3 days goes from 50 people an hour to one every couple of hours. Come on, man. Come on. Same thing for a couple of videos. So YouTube suppressing my videos. Then the other day I looked on Twitter and I saw for the first time on some of our videos the word halted. Halted? They stopped my videos. Like I'm running my ads, they stopped them. Not me, them. What? So you have Instagram, my ads in Instagram being suppressed by Facebook, my ads in Facebook being suppressed, my ads in YouTube being suppressed, and now my ads on Twitter being suppressed. Those four are the equivalent in social media of baseball, football, hockey, and basketball in sports. This is why these social media companies need to be regulated as public utilities, because they've gotten too big. Now normally videos, I split my videos up because I don't want them to be too long, but this one's long because it needs to be said. Think about how big these companies have gotten. Who's Facebook's rival? They don't have one. Who's YouTube's rival? They don't have one. These companies are so huge to where they don't even have people that rival them. So if they tell you, you can't do something, who do you go to say, hey man, they're stopping me from doing something? Nobody. Why? Because the First Amendment to the Constitution of the United States covers government suppression of free speech. So what did the government do using this Russia thing? They took the social media companies and said, y'all suppress the political speech. Y'all suppress it. Because if y'all suppress it and people come to us, we can say, hey, that's not us. The government, you're protected against the government free speech whole thing, First Amendment. But they're a private entity. Have nothing to do with that. You do have something to do with it. You're the one telling them to do it. They're doing it at the behest of you. Something's got to be done about this, man. Something's got to be done about this. Because they're manufacturing consent. Just think about the insanity that's going on. They're manufacturing consent when it comes to wars. War in Venezuela that they're trying to wage. They're trying to manufacture consent. It's a democratically elected government, but the United States of America, who says, oh, we're all about democracy, is trying to put somebody into their government who wasn't elected. Just think about the irony of that. So they're manufacturing consent when it comes to wars. They're trying to manufacture consent when it comes to candidates, like what they're trying to do with Kamala Harris. They want Kamala Harris to be the candidate. But when Bernie Sanders announced, there's nothing that they can do. See, before they could do something when it came to Bernie Sanders because he didn't have the name recognition. So they could smear him and ignore him and the whole nine. But now, because we have this thing called the internet, they couldn't stop people from finding out about him. And now he has all the grassroots support. He has people in all 50 states. He has the campaign apparatus in all of the states. And he's the most popular politician in America, which is why he raised pretty much $6 million, like $5.9 million in a 24-hour period. The first day. Broke campaign funding records. Crazy. Fundraising records, rather. So they're trying to suppress that. So you have the manufacturing consent for the wars. They're trying to manufacture consent for some Democratic candidates and against Bernie Sanders. And then they're using social media to suppress political speech so that they can get rid of anybody who goes for Bernie Sanders or anybody who's anti-establishment. They're trying to hit us with the three-piece combo. The three-piece political suppression combo. That's what they're trying to hit us with. More wars make them more money, but suppress the candidates we want and suppress the speech to support the candidates that we the people want, so that that candidate can't stop them from making the money through these wars. Something's got to be done about this, man. These companies need to be regulated as public utilities. Because if we don't, then they'll keep suppressing our speech, especially political speech, at the behest of the government, and then saying, well, we're a private entity, so you can't check to see what we're actually doing behind closed doors, and you can't get mad at the government because it's not them doing it directly. If you like this video, be sure to click like and subscribe. And don't forget to check us out on our other social media accounts at It's Time to Fight. But most of all, we need you to go now and join the fight on Patreon and get elevated to fight leadership at patreon.com/It's Time to Fight.